We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome, as we come to you from Commander's Field here in Landover, Maryland. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in our nation's capital. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Second down, it's Henderson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. You talk about this Falcon defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. To throw, it's May. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Jones breaking from the contact. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Falcon football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henderson running straight ahead. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Throwing here is May. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To the air, May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now May to throw on 2nd down. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, May. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give something up a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons Falcons get there for the sack. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Jake Bailey now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll audible to something else. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other. And, yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll throw with May. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
From the shotgun, May with it. Another one caught by Collins.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Here's May.
Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Brandon, guys do whatever it takes to have fresh legs late in the season nowadays, don't they? How about him last week? Week 16, NFC Player of the Week for his performance.
Probably means a little bit more to him later in the year, doesn't it? Because of what you just said, the fatigue for a running back throughout the season.
Shows the offseason training and the endurance that he created in order to have that type of a game this late in the season.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
56 for Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Back. Buffalo 18. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Leave alert. 56 for Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
91 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Slot man moves right. Back to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They run once more with Henderson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
May gonna bat this one forward.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
They'll try and throw for it with May.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time...
It got his man complete. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And they go play action with May. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, May. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Play action, May. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. From the gun, a give to Henderson. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll set up to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. Steps away to his left. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit from the left hash. A chip shot here. And he missed it. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Undercut. 79. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamison Williams laying himself out in the end zone. And the Falcons continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.